What's going on, guys? Skyward Studios 005 back here again. And today, we finally have the review of CX01 Dran Brave. All my CX bays came in today, guys. We're going to do them individually instead of all as one. So this is the new lineup. This is Jackson's new bay, or Cross's new bay. This kind of reminds me of, in the blade itself, not the assist blade, of Ultimate Valkyrie. With like the smooth big wings right here. Comes with 660 Vortex. Vortex is kind of like a slightly bigger and right spinning version of Cyclone from Cobalt Dragoon. So that should be pretty good. 660. I remember somebody saying it's like kind of like a slightly worse 560. I feel like it's going to be in between 360 and like 560, honestly. I don't think it's going to be bad, but I don't think it's going to be great either. Kind of reminds me of the Unicorn Sting 560. And now we get to the three parts that make up a blade now. So what you do is you take your bit, you rotate this. I want to say this is called the lock chip. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the Drawn lock chip. It's basically like kind of like a buffed up version of Drawn Swords motif, but with the white from Drawn Dagger. This is the blade, the Brave blade. And I want to say this is called Slash, which is called the assist blade. And so what happens is all three parts come together to make one blade. And what happens is there are like these little holes right here in between the blade, you see? And that lines up with where those screws are to kind of... It doesn't really click together, it just kind of sits in there. And then you use the lock chip to secure it together. And you can either use your hand or use a bit. Takara Tomy recommends you use a bit, but you can't just push it together with your hand. And there you have these CX blades. Now, of course, the C in CX comes from customization. So if I take another bay here, review coming soon, of Perseus Dark, I want to say. And then you would take this layer apart. You can take the assist blade from Perseus Dark and put it onto Dran Brave. And so I think we're gonna get some pretty cool like customization here. And then here, let's take the Perseus chip and put it on there just to kind of demonstrate. And that's kind of CX for you. That's the system. I'm really happy with the system. At first I didn't like it from the pictures, but having the blades in hand, I like them a lot better now. Again, we only had pictures for a good few months, and then now we have the actual physical products in hand. Still, my favorite CX Bay from the reveal is none of these technically. It is Hell's Reaper, but we get that later on this month. That's the one I'm really excited for. But overall, this looks like it's going to be a pretty good attack type. I want to say it weighs like 37 grams or something like that. Let me put Perseus Dark back together and we will check out the weight. All right, so now we are going to get a test launch of Dran Brave. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Again, it pretty much behaves how everybody expected it to. Let me check the weight for it real quick. All right, so now I got my scale up. The bit is 2 grams, 660, 6 grams. Now this is where things get interesting. We're going to take the assist blade, which I want to say is called Slash. That is a 5 gram assist blade. We're going to take the Brave blade, 32 grams, not bad, not bad. Then the Drawn lock chip, 2 grams. But when everything comes together, we're going to get the full weight of the entire blade. So I have to line that up. And then lock that back in. Yeah, it looks about accurate. 38 grams. Yeah, not bad. Especially for like the newer stuff. I do know weight creep is kind of like occurring, but I don't mind personally. It's just an issue that all generations have, it seems, for Beyblade. So, yeah, I'm glad that we're getting some higher weight attack stuff, because, I mean, we didn't really have issues with that. Like, I think Impact Drake was relatively heavy. Arrow Pegasus is relatively heavy. But it's more than standard types, you know? So, let's actually do some battles with this thing. All right, so the first battles we're going to do are for the Dran lineup. So, also, here are all of them together. We got Sword, Dagger, Brave, and Buster all together. So, we're going to start with Brave v Sword. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, Sword with 2 points. 3, 2, 1, go. Sword with 5-0. Okay. Now let's see Dagger. 3, 2, 1, go. That is Dagger. 3, 2, 1, go. So I think the issue that it's suffering from is height. That is Brave. I think that's, what, 1-1? 3, 2, 1, go. Seems like it can actually give out some pretty good attacks. It's Brave, 2-0, or 2-1, 3, 2, 1. That's Dagger. 2-2, 3, 2, 1. And that is 4-2. Brave does take it. Now we get to do Brave v Buster. This is going to be the interesting one. Also, just to kind of highlight my point, so look at the comparison between, like, the blade compared to, like, the other Drans. It's significantly taller, but it is what it is. Let's see this versus Buster. 3, 2, 1. And that is Brave, 1 point. 3, 2, 1. Just because it kind of went out on its own. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Could be another reshoot. This time we're going to do. Let's say it's like what? 3, 2, 1, go shoot. That's what happens with taller height bays, that they tend to self-scale a lot easier, they stabilize quicker. But 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be like 3-2. Buster. 3, 2, 1. That's Brave. So that's game. So it really only lost a sword. let's see it up against a... trying to think. Let's do Brave versus Saber. Just to see. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 2 points for Brave. Alright, so let's do this again. Three, two, one, go. That's 5-0. Brave takes it. Next up, I think we're gonna do... We'll do Nightmail. 3, 2, 1, go. Really good counterattack on Nightmail. As Nightmails win, 1 point. 3, 2, 1, go. Drawn Brave, 1-1. Alright, so it's 1-1, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna reshoot that, just with bounce spike, doing bounce spike things. 3, 2, 1, go. That makes it 2-1. Drawn Brave. 3, 2, 1, go. That is 3-1. Or 3-2. Nightmail. 3, 2, 1, go. Going to be Nightmail's win. And for the last battle we're going to have it do, we got to have Impact versus Brave. This is going to be a good one, hopefully. So, 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. That's Impact's win. 2 points. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. That is 3 points for Impact. 3, 2, 1, go. That is Drawn Brave. 3-1. 3, 2, 1, go. That's Impact. Impact's win. So, yeah, overall, for the start of CX, I don't think it's that bad. I need to get used to using these taller bays. It does seem to kind of self-KO a bit because of the bit. But I think this could definitely have potential in the meta, especially with the weight. I do want to see what the parts can do on other blades, like, say, put this on Perseus or Wizard, or put Bump, I think is the name of the frame on this, because I want to say this one was called Slash. Put Bump on here. And 660, I think, has potential. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the CX reviews, which will be coming out shortly. Bye.